Okay guys, we're on lesson 48 today. The homework questions start on page 338. I'll write that up here just in case you forget. And I feel like number 1 and 2 you could do on your own. I think you should pause and go ahead and do those right now, and I'll meet you here for number 3. Number 3 is not hard at all, but we haven't seen very many of these. It is multiplication and division fact families. Just like addition and subtraction, multiplication and division are related, and you can make a fact family using the same 3 digits. So we have 3 times 5 is equal to 15, and the commutative property says 5 times 3 is also 15. And now we divide. We put the largest number in the front. 15 divided into 5 groups is equal to 3. And 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Okay guys, sorry about that. My camera quit working. On number 4, I'm just going to explain it to you, and then you need to fill in the blanks. I will not be doing the entire thing for you. It says use the digits 1, 3, 6, and 8 to write an odd number between 8,000 and 8,350. Each digit may only be used once. So out of the digits 1, 3, 6, and 8, only 2 of them are odd. So those are the only 2 digits that you'll be able to use in the ones place. They want the number to be between 8,350 and the number 8,000. So only 1 digit can go in the front. Alright, with those tips, pause and do this. And if you need to go back and listen to those tips again, you can do that. Number 6 says draw and shade circles to show the number 2 and 1/8. And some of us missed this on the most recent math test. 2 and 1/8 means that I'm going to have to draw 3 different shapes. Just like food, pizza or pies, I have 2 whole ones. So I don't even need to divide these, I just shade the whole thing. You don't have to do a perfect job. And you also are going to shade 1/8 of the other circle, so it needs to be divided into 8 pieces. That's 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we just shade one of them. 2 and 1/8. Number 7, 1 mile is how many feet? We haven't really talked about that, so I'm just going to give you this one. 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. That's exactly how I want you to write it. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. I want you to write your labels. Number 8 is a perimeter question. It is a little bit different though because the shape has 5 sides. It does not matter, you still just add all the sides. Number 9, how long is the other piece, it asks. And what happened is they had a board that was 1 meter, which is 100 centimeters, and they cut it into 2 pieces. One piece was 54 centimeters long. So 1 equals 54 centimeters. And if I had 100 centimeters altogether, I need to subtract 54 from 100. You have to borrow, so you can either mark out the 10 and make it a 9, which is what I'm going to do. 10 becomes a 9, this 0 becomes a 10. Or you could start at the 1, make it a 0, then a 10, and a 9. But I like this way a lot better. 10 minus 4 is 6, and 9 minus 5 is 4. We are not talking about tacos, we're talking about centimeters. So the second board is equal to 46 centimeters, because if you combined the first one and the second one, that would equal 100, which is what we started with. On number 10, we want to find the length of segment BC. And B is on the 3 centimeter mark, and C is on the 9 centimeter mark. BC is not equal to 9 centimeters because it did not start on the 1. You need to subtract 9 from 3 to find out what segment BC is equal to. Again, I'm not going to do that one for you. I suggest you pause and you do that right now with that helpful tip. The answer is not 9. You're going to have to subtract 9 minus 3 to find the answer to number 10. This one you should be able to do on your own. You know what 4 times 5 is, so you know what 4 times 50 is. 12, copy in column form and solve. This is one several of us missed on our test. You need to make sure you write each number with a decimal point, or you will put $3 in the penny column and you will get this wrong. So I want you to try your best. Make sure that you write each of these numbers with decimal points. I'm not going to do that one for you. I think you can get that one since we've been talking about it so much. Take your time. Remember, the square root is what times what equals this number. What times what is equal to 4? What times itself is equal to 9? On the top, it looks pretty easy. You should be able to solve that. Please don't make any silly mistakes with your subtraction. Take your time. On number 21, I would find groups of 10 and add them out to the side. And that takes us to number 26. It asks you, and we're on page 340, 26 asks you which rectangle has an area of 12 square inches. Which of these could not be the length and width of the rectangle? So which of these, A, B, C, or D, does not multiply and equal 12? So your options are 4 times 3 equals 12, which it does. That's letter A. 6 times 2, that is 12. 12 times 1, that is still 12. And D is 4 by 2. 4 by 2, 4 times 2 is equal to 8. That is not correct, so D is the correct answer. 27. Which property of multiplication is shown here? I'm going to show you the book. 5 times 2 times 7 and 5 times 2 times 7. When we use parentheses like that and we did not move the number, it is not the commutative property, it is the associative property of multiplication. So we're going to write, we're not even going to solve that problem, we're going to write the associative property of multiplication. You can hear my washer going. multiplication. Number 28 says use digits and 3 different symbols to show 24 divided by 3. So these are the 3 different division symbols. We're going to show 24 divided by 3. Like that. The largest number goes on the top when you're writing it as a fraction. And the largest number goes inside the house when you're using this method. Number 30. Number 30 definitely won't fit inside that box, but I was able to fit it down here at the bottom. It says draw a number line and show the locations of 2, 3, 1 and 5/10, and 1 and 1/4. So I'm going to use a different color pen to show the location of 2. This is just like a ruler. I drew this number line and I listed 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and then the whole number. So you would be able to do that also. Show the locations of 2. That's number 2. 3. 1.5 is right here. I'm going to label that 1.5. And also the number 2 and 1/4. 2 and 1/4 is located right here. Okay, that's all for today. I may put a picture. My cat is helping me do my homework today, so I may put a picture at the end of this video to show you how cute she is. But other than that, you can do your math homework. Please ask me if you have any questions.